Hey everybody, what is going on? It's Bill with Franklin Loan Center, and every single week I talk to more and more clients that the biggest pushback on buying a house versus continuing to rent is just how big the difference is in that payment for buying a house versus renting. So looking at some rough numbers, I looked at an $800,000 purchase with 10% down. I mean, you're probably looking at an all-in payment with taxes and insurance and everything somewhere in the upper $5,000 range, right? Renting that same house, probably somewhere in the $4,200 to $4,500 a month range. It's a significant difference, and I realize that. But let's take a deeper look and on a more long-term perspective, right? So question I have is how much do rents usually go up? It depends on where you are in the US, of course, but you're looking at somewhere in the 3 to 5% per year. Long-term projections, probably somewhere in the middle there, right about 4% is most of the numbers that I found, right? So 4%, if rents start at $4,200 so at 4%, that's gonna double every 18-ish years, a little less than 18 years, right? So, when you're talking about getting into your retirement years, call it 30 years, it's gonna double at least 1.5 times, even a little bit more than that, right? So start thinking about that, right? So you went from $4,200 to $8,400 in the first 18 years. Now you've way surpassed, obviously, that $5,600, $700, $800 mortgage. And now it's going to even half up again. So you're going to go from 84 to like $12,000, $13,000, and you don't even own it, right? And so the nice thing, so you get to the end of 30 years of rent and you're at $12,000, $13,000 a month, you get to year 30 of your mortgage and your payment's zero because you paid it off and now you have an asset, right? So look, I get it. It is definitely a big jump to go into home ownership, but it is absolutely a long-term game. And when you look at it from this perspective, it kind of feels like you better get in sooner than later, right? So unless you think you're going to inherit some houses or whatever it might be. So anyway, just want to throw some perspective on that. I'm Bill, I'm with Franklin Loan Center, and I'll see you all next week.